Your brain is lying to you right now. It's telling you to remember everything, to keep it all in your head, to stay sharp. But here's what neuroscience actually shows. The harder you try to remember everything, the less you accomplish. The more you cram into your mind, the less effective you become at actually executing on any of it. Surgeons know this fundamental truth. Fighter pilots know this. Elite athletes know this. And by the end of this video, you'll know their secret. A simple system that makes your brain work with you, not against you. A system that transforms scattered thoughts into focused action, chaos into clarity, and overwhelm into real achievement. Stick around, because what I'm about to show you will fundamentally change how you work, how you think, and how you accomplish your goals forever. Welcome to Vital Reset Health. I'm about to reveal something uncomfortable, something that might challenge everything you believe about productivity. Your memory is broken by design. It's not a flaw in your particular brain. It's not because you're not smart enough or focused enough. It's because human memory itself was never designed to handle the complexity of modern life. And the people who get the most done, the ones who seem to effortlessly manage multiple projects, who never miss deadlines, who always seem on top of everything, they aren't the ones with better memory. They're the ones who stop trying to use it as their primary tool for productivity. They've discovered something far more powerful. In the next 14 minutes, you'll discover 5 research-backed secrets that high performers use every single day, why your brain physically cannot hold more than 5 things at once, and what this means for your daily planning. How a simple checklist reduced surgical deaths by 36%, and how you can apply this same principle. The psychological trick that makes starting difficult tasks feel effortless. Why writing things down is more powerful than any productivity app or digital tool. And the exact system I'll give you, step by step, so you can start today and see immediate results. No fluff, no abstract theory, just what actually works in the real world. Let's dive in. Have you noticed how that task you left half done keeps hammering in your head, intruding on your thoughts when you're trying to focus on something else? Meanwhile, the things you've already finished simply disappear from your mind, as if they never existed. You can barely remember what you completed yesterday, but that one unfinished email, that incomplete project, that phone call you need to make, it haunts you constantly. This phenomenon has a name in psychology, the Zeigarnik effect. Our brain clings to incomplete tasks like a background app, constantly draining your battery. It's running in the background, consuming mental resources, creating a persistent low-level anxiety that you might not even consciously notice, but that significantly impacts your ability to focus on what's in front of you right now. Zeigarnik's original research in the 1920s showed something fascinating. Waiters in restaurants remembered pending orders with perfect accuracy, able to recall complex combinations of dishes, modifications, and table numbers. But once those orders were delivered and paid for, the waiters completely forgot them, as if their minds had been wiped clean. The information simply vanished because the mental loop was closed. The problem isn't the task itself. It's the open mental loop, the unresolved commitment, the promise you made to yourself or others that hasn't been fulfilled. Your brain treats each open loop as something it needs to actively maintain in working memory, just in case you need to act on it at any moment. The solution: you don't need to do everything right now. You need to contain the loop. Write down the task with enough detail that you trust you can pick it up later, and define the specific next action you'll take when you return to it. When you externalize it to paper or a trusted app, your brain receives the signal that this information is safely stored and it can finally relax. The background app closes, focus returns, mental energy is freed up for the work that actually matters. Here's an inconvenient truth about focus that most productivity advice completely ignores. Your working memory is tiny by design. It's not a bug in your personal operating system. It's a fundamental constraint of human cognition that applies to everyone, from CEOs to students to stay-at-home parents. For decades, psychologists talked about 7 plus or minus 2 items as the capacity of working memory, based on research from the 1950s. But more recent neuroscience research suggests the real number is even lower. Only 3 to 5 items when you can't use mental tricks like chunking or association. And here's the kicker. This applies to everything your brain is trying to hold simultaneously, not just your formal to-do list. So when your day has 30 priorities, 15 urgent emails, 10 meetings, 5 project deadlines, and 3 personal commitments, your brain isn't failing you. You're overloading the RAM. You're asking your working memory to handle 10 times its natural capacity, and then wondering why you feel scattered, forgetful, and unable to focus deeply on anything. Think of it this way: each unresolved concern, each uncommitted decision, each task without a plan occupies a precious slot in your working memory. It's like having 30 browser tabs open simultaneously. Each one consumes resources. You're left with less available space to reason, to create, to solve complex problems, to do the actual work that moves your goals forward. A well-made list functions as external memory. It frees up those limited slots to do the work, not to store the data about what needs to be worked on. This is why writing things down isn't just helpful, it's neurologically necessary. You're literally offloading the storage function so your brain can dedicate its limited resources to processing and execution. That's why you should design your day with a handful of critical items, 3 to 5 at most, as your active focus. The rest, put it on strategic hold, not forgotten, not abandoned, but deliberately placed outside your immediate cognitive load. This isn't about doing less, it's about doing what matters with the full capacity of your mind, rather than doing everything poorly with a fragmented, overloaded brain. Cognitive offloading is the technical term researchers use for a deceptively simple habit. Write it down, set a reminder, use a checklist, create an external system to hold information your brain doesn't need to actively maintain. Studies across multiple fields, from education to medicine to business, show this reduces mental load and dramatically improves performance, especially when you trust your tool completely. Here's the secret that most people miss. It doesn't matter if it's paper, phone notes, Notion, Trello, a bullet journal, or a sophisticated project management system. The specific tool is far less important than most productivity experts would have you believe. What actually matters is consistency and trust, because cognitive offloading only works if you trust the system completely. If there's even a small doubt that your system might fail you, that you might miss something important, your brain won't let go. It will continue using precious working memory to track everything, defeating the entire purpose. And trust comes from using the same tool always, building a habit so strong that checking your system becomes as automatic as breathing. Choose one tool, just one. Not 3 apps plus paper, plus mental notes, plus calendar reminders. One system that captures everything. Use it religiously for 30 days without switching, without second-guessing, without trying the latest productivity app that promises to change your life. 30 days of perfect consistency. You'll feel the difference in your mental clarity, your focus, your ability to be present with whatever you're working on. Why does crossing off an item from your list feel so good? Why is there such a disproportionate sense of satisfaction from checking a box or drawing a line through completed text? It's not just psychological, it's neurochemical. Completing a task triggers a small release of dopamine, the brain's reward chemical messenger, the same neurotransmitter involved in motivation, pleasure, and learning. And you can use this ethically and strategically to hack your own motivation system. This isn't manipulation, it's understanding how your brain works and designing your environment to support your goals rather than sabotage them. Put 2 or 3 quick wins at the top of your list. Genuine tasks that need doing, but 5-minute tasks that you can complete rapidly. Reply to a specific email that's been pending. Organize a folder on your desktop. Schedule a meeting you've been putting off. File those receipts. Update that spreadsheet. These aren't fake tasks invented to game the system. They're real work, just small and manageable. When you cross off these wins, you create momentum. You get those small dopamine hits that tell your brain, I'm making progress, I'm being effective, I'm getting things done. This isn't just a feeling. It changes your neurochemistry in a way that makes the next task feel more approachable. Then you aim that momentum, that chemical and psychological energy, directly at the hard task, the one you've been avoiding, the one that actually matters most. It's not procrastination if it's strategic. If you're using small wins deliberately to build the momentum and mental state you need to tackle difficult work, that's not avoidance. That's behavioral design. That's working with your brain instead of against it. In high-stakes fields like medicine and aviation, simple checklists literally save lives. This isn't hyperbole or marketing language. It's documented, measurable, statistically significant improvement in outcomes when professionals use basic checklists. Surgeon Atul Gawande documented in his book The Checklist Manifesto how a 19-item surgical checklist covering basics like confirming patient identity and ensuring all necessary equipment is present reduced surgical complications by 36% and deaths by 47% across 8 hospitals worldwide. 36% fewer complications from a simple checklist. Think about that. Pilots use checklists before every single takeoff, even if they've flown the same aircraft for 20 years. Not because they're beginners, not because they don't know what to do, but because they're professionals who understand that human memory fails under pressure, under stress, when distracted, when tired, when multitasking. So they externalize the critical steps. They create forcing functions that ensure nothing gets skipped. You can steal these principles. Keep it short. Maximum 10 items per checklist for routine tasks. Make critical steps explicit. Don't rely on, I know what to do, or this is obvious. Use 2 types, read do when learning something new, and do confirm to verify routines you already master. Now I'll give you a practical framework you can start today, not next week, not after you buy a new planner, today, with whatever tool you have right now. Step 1, the 3E3 daily system. Choose 3 priorities, 3 admin tasks, 3 health habits, 9 items total. This respects working memory limits and keeps scope realistic. Practical example, priorities. Finish client proposal, review presentation for Thursday meeting, call supplier about delayed shipment. Admin, answer critical emails from this morning, pay utility bill before late fee, file expense reports. Health, walk 20 minutes during lunch, drink 2 liters of water, sleep before 11 p.m. Notice the specificity. Not work on proposal, but finish client proposal. Not exercise, but walk 20 minutes. Vague tasks create decision fatigue. Step 2, next action language. Replace finish report with draft 3 paragraph introduction or list 5 main points for section 2. Your brain executes concrete verbs much faster than vague outcomes. Compare. Bad. Work on project. This requires multiple decisions before you can begin. Good. Write 10 topic outline for project using last week's brainstorm notes. You can start immediately. Step 3, to-list stack. List A, today your 3 active items. List B, backlog everything else. When something new comes up, send it straight to list B. Protect list A like sacred territory. This prevents adding just one more thing that explodes your day. Step 4, time blocks, plus micro wins. Schedule 30 to 50 minutes for your number 1 priority. Put it in your calendar. But first, start with a 5-minute micro win to ignite the engine. Example: before writing that dense quarterly report, organize the necessary files into one folder. 5 minutes. Check it off. Momentum created. Step 5. Do confirm moments. At midday and end of workday, stop for 60 seconds. Ask, did I do the critical steps? Confirm. Adjust if needed. Celebrate small wins. This keeps you calibrated and prevents reaching 6 p.m. realizing you spent 8 hours on autopilot, busy but not productive. Step 6. Weekly reset. Once a week, Friday afternoon or Sunday night, do a 15-minute review. Rewrite list B into themes. Delete obsolete items. Promote only the top 3 to your next list A. This keeps loops contained and your planning breathing. If you're ready to transform chaos into clarity, if you're tired of ending each day feeling busy but unproductive, subscribe to Vital Reset Health. Leave your top 3 priorities today in the comments, and I'll reply with a personalized 3x3 list for your week. I read every comment and respond personally. Want to go deeper? In the description, you'll find evidence-based tools and resources, links to the research I mentioned, downloadable templates for the 3x3 system. But remember, the list is the engine, everything else is fuel. The core principle is simple. Externalize what doesn't need to be in your head so your head can focus on what matters. Let's close the mental loops and get things done. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.